when's the right time in a sales call to actually back off and say, actually, this isn't the right thing for you. I'm not going to try and close you. So today I want to give you a little update on our decoy offer. So I mentioned this a couple of days back that we implemented a decoy offer in our tutoring company, where what we're doing now, or what we have, a new offer we've introduced, is people can buy their first 6 weeks with us at a heavily discounted price, 89% off, and instead of us giving it away for 6 weeks free. And the biggest benefit of this at the moment is someone purchases online without us having to talk to them, and they book themselves in for a call, an onboarding call. Whereas at the moment we spend time calling people who are interested leads and booking them in for a video call, and the show rate isn't 100% and the close rate isn't 100%. And the benefit of this way round is that it's 100% close rate because they've paid before they turn up. And so what we're going to try and do off the back end is upsell them, essentially. So the point of a decoy offer is they buy something amazing, very discounted, cheap, and then they come in and you offer them your full package with all the extra bonuses and amazing things, and they say, wow, that's so much better, and a percentage of people will just take it. And so that's what happened today. On the first call that we jumped on, they paid £17 and then they ended up paying an extra £750 whilst we were there, which was pretty cool. And nice and simple was they had a need, a deep need and a time constraint and urgency of their exam is in 10 weeks' time. They didn't get what they needed to on the first time. They're having a reset. So their peak motivation, it's only a week after they didn't get what they wanted. It's stopping them from living the dream that they want to have. And the other great thing is it was almost a referral. They actually saw a message that one of their neighbours along their road had posted about their own GCSE results, who started tutoring at the same time they were thinking about it, but they actually took action and came to us, and this other person didn't. So we have that element of proof in there too. And that's quite a powerful cocktail of requirement. So need, timing, they have the budget, they have all the authority, that's BANT. That's how you know you're speaking to the right person. And the need is the important bit, which is why in sales, if they don't need what you sell, don't sell them. If your product is not a perfect fit for that avatar, just turn around and put your hands up and be like, hey, I'm not offering it to you. Because what will happen is if I promise something that we can't deliver, you're going to get all excited now. You're going to come on, you're not going to get the results. We will refund you because if we have a money back guarantee. We'll get a bad review. You have a bad experience. You wasted your time. And that's not what we do. So here's what you can do instead. And similarly, in sales calls, you can use that as a positive spin. And you can be like, look, I just want you to win. And so you've come here asking for the advice of someone who's taken thousands of people through this, and we have. So this is my recommendation for you. Do with that whatever you want. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be the one that tells you the truth because of all of the reasons we just said. And what happens is they go, oh, geez, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for doing that and going out of your way to help us, even though you didn't need to. And then what usually happens is they will then be like, oh, no, actually, no, I do want it. I am interested. Tell me a bit more. What did you mean by this thing? And then you dive back into the conversation. But honestly, if someone doesn't want or need what you have, and it's not the right time, don't sell them. That's the trick. That is where salespeople get a slimy, manipulative reputation from. It's the thought of that person who you drive onto you go looking for a car or something. 4 people jump on you and they're like, come here. Like, buy this. And you're selling you stuff you just don't want or need without listening to what you want. And it's a very different thing in terms of what you want. The way to get there might not be what they think, might not be what you think. And so as a professional of someone experienced with the space, like I was speaking to someone yesterday who was saying, well, what happens if we do this and we learn it and then we stop and then there's a 3-week break from the exam and they just forget everything? And I was like, what are you on about? That's not how learning works. Like if you need something all the way up until the time of the exam, for you to have learned it, that hasn't worked. Like, when you passed your driving test, I said this to the woman, I was like, when you passed your driving test, 3 weeks later, had you forgotten how to drive? And she was like, well, no, that's ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, if you have learned something, you've learned it. And like, yes, it does degrade over years. If you don't touch it, then yeah, fair. But not over 3 weeks, especially when you're going to be practicing. And that brings people back on the page. So anyway, I digress a little bit there. But if they actually need and have a want of the end goal that you sell, but the path they were imagining is different, that is where you can still close them. You can break myths, and you can still entice them and seduce them into understanding that this is maybe a better route for them because. But don't sell someone whose destination is not the same destination that you want to take people, because you'll just have a bad relationship. There you go. Thoughts for the day. Little update on our decoy offer. First one was going good, which is sweet. But also, the second one didn't upsell. So they came on, they had the £17, all good. So yeah, overall, strong start, got a bit of info. Have a great day.